Stadium, Baton Rouge. Just about halfway through the season, and things are starting to take shape here in our coverage of EA Sports College Football. It's the South Carolina Gamecocks and the LSU Tigers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you here in the booth, and Holly Rowe keeping an eye on all of the storylines down on the sideline. Holly?
Checking in with the Gamecocks head coach before the game. This team has continued to shine, and he said his message to them in the locker room before the game was, this is our opportunity. They were not great to start the season and have continued to play their way into the conversation, but every week gets a little harder. He wants intensity and focus right out of the gate to prove to the world we belong, and we're going to keep making noise this season. Guys?
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. And the Gamecocks will kick off first, and here we go. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here's Caden Durham to begin the drive. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Right side, it's Brown. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Pass completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. We'll send the tight end in motion. Hands it off on the counter. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass, it's Levin. Out wide left, it's Green. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
Well, it's a nice job by the tight end there. He's patient. He fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running that drag route, making it an easy completion for the quarterback.
LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. Fresh set of downs going up top. And as he throws, through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time. It's 2nd down.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Out wide right, it's Green. Makes a catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
It's 3rd down, and the line to gain is the 36. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on 3rd down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
Gets it out of the air for the first time today and didn't see much of him. That loss a week ago, called on just once. Straight ahead, it's Clark. And he knocked him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Here's Sellers to throw. Left side is Clark. Still running at the 40. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. The Gamecocks peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Scanning the field, it's Sellers. Right side, it's Clark. Just keep giving him the easy catches until they do something to stop him.
Yeah, you're going to dictate to the defense. You're going to make the defense cover him up, and then obviously it leaves the middle of the field a little bit more wide open for a receiver, for a tight end. So QB keeps making the right decision, getting the ball to running back, and he's making plays.
On the ground, it's Clark. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down.
On second down defensively, I'm always like, hey, let's get to third down. Really good job by the offense. It's like, nah, we're going to stick this run right down your throat, get the first down on second down. We don't need third downs.
And the Gamecocks will snap it on 1st and 10. They're going to run it to the right. He'll move it ahead, and a good productive play on the ground.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
They'll line up for a second down play. They give it back to him. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
So they were getting up against the play clock, and they don't want the penalty. They'll take the timeout here. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Running inside, it's Fuller. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Scoreless as we head into the second quarter. play of the period will be a second down. Hits inside. It's Clark. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
And this drive, this offense is really focused on physicality, man. Running the football. Look at right here, right up the gut. Nice play. Nice job just controlling the line of scrimmage, putting a drive together. This offense is really doing a good job right now.
The Gamecocks kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Timeout called here by South Carolina. That'll be their second. They're down to one timeout left in the half. They're in the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 20. Using his legs, it's McAllister. Just smothered on the play.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Throwing, Sellers. Rushes on. Got out of trouble and throws. Oh, it's picked off. Looking for more room. He steps out of bounds, but not only does he get the ball back, what a return to set up his offense.
There is nothing better in football than when the big boys get their hands on the football. How about this defensive lineman, man? He had one last week, and he has another interception this week. Just a knack for finding the football and just an elite athlete. He's a wide receiver in a defensive lineman's back.
That's a really nice run. One thing I love about him is he's got versatility. Reminds me of a guy I used to play against back in the day, Kevin Falk. He could catch the ball, he could run the ball, he could block, he returned kicks. He did everything for the LSU Tigers, and this guy, he's got that ability to...
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. How many problems does it cause for an offense when the D can get pressure from its nose tackle?
He's usually a guy that sits in the middle in two gaps, and it's really hard to rush the passer, but really nice job using his hands, getting to the quarterback. When a nose tackle gets a sack, everybody gets excited because that guy doesn't get many of those.
Rush right in his face, and he gets rid of it.
And that's back-to-back plays that are not good for this offense. I mean, you've got to protect your main man. Your quarterback has to be upright to make decisions, to make big plays. Sacked on 1st down and a quarterback hit on 2nd down. Got to do a better job.
Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Nestled just inside that right upright. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Gamecocks offense heads out to see what they can put together here. They're looking for any type of offense to try to get this thing going down 3-0. Pulls it, fired complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. hands it off. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. And the Gamecocks want to crank the tempo. Sellers, look out! Escapes the sack. Out wide right, it's Tuggle. And the defense finally able to corral him at the 45. That will move the chain.
And I think it's safe to say Lenore Sellers, David, probably one of the most polarizing players in all of college football. You've seen how special and freakishly talented this guy is with his ability not just throwing the football, but running it, the strength, the size, the power, and more than anything, what we saw a year ago was his ability to avoid sacks and avoid negative plays. I know this. He doesn't have a chance unless this offensive line gets a lot better, but they believe they've built that up. And if that's the case, this could be a very special year for South Carolina.
Well, and let's be honest. This is where they spent their money in the offseason. They wanted to fortify the offensive line. They brought in Kendall Browse at the coordinator spot. They did everything they could to build around this young man. Lenore Sellers' talent is through the roof. We know it. Big, strong, can throw it. Now the pieces around him, a big year could be coming for this big young man.
They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a first down for this offense. The Gamecocks come to the line with a new set of downs. Sellers on the play action. Still looking to his right. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Just gets rid of it to avoid the sack.
You just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
Second and long here. Here's Sellers to throw. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half. The referees signal for the 2-minute timeout. They were really starting to put a drive together. After a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. Sellers from the gun on 3rd down. Out wide left, it's Sellers. He is wrestled down at the 17-yard line. They've got a first down in the red zone. The clock is not their friend. Got to get everybody to the line quickly. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Again, it's Sellers. He's got it and still on his feet. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. And guys, how much better does it feel if you go to that locker room with a lead? They have a chance to do it here. They'll run it on 1st and goal. And he's in! Touchdown, South Carolina! That drive was what every father wants his daughter's romances to be like. Slow, take your time, drain the clock, no hurry at all.
Sometimes love is a slow burn, and that's what we just saw in that last drive. I am so impressed with the execution, and I love their ability to run the football. These players, they're coached up. They're coming out here, and they're executing exactly how their coaches prepared them to do in this game.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Changing the routes with his receivers. Back to throw, it's Levitt. Here comes the heat. He's got the back in the middle. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Well, you're trailing in the game. Someone's got to make a play. There's an accurate throw by the quarterback, and when you throw it accurately like that, you give your receiver an opportunity to...
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. Now the LSU Tigers will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And the Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack, first down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
Here on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. The Gamecocks take a timeout. That's their last one. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Trying to get started. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. Play fake, Sellers. Going deep. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Looking to pass. It's Levitt. Escapes the pressure to his right. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. Timeout called by LSU. That's their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. On the move. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Another off throw from this quarterback, and they knew coming into the game if they were going to have success, they had to be efficient throwing the football, and they have not been that so far. Whether it's been pass pro, bad routes, bad throws, they're not getting it done right now through the air.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
And it looks as if this one's going to carry into the end zone for a touchback. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Looking for room, it's Howell. And after that short gain, they'll head to the locker room. It's halftime here. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Man, notable storylines all across the sport today. So let's roll up our sleeves and get you updated here in Week 6. We begin our coverage with Alabama taking on the number 5 team, the Iowa Hawkeyes. And it's the Crimson Tide coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week. The victory gets this team to 4-2. It has not been a perfect start, but they are right in position entering the second half.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. As they get ready to start this third quarter, think how big the lead might be if they'd taken care of the ball.
Well, the game might be over, Reese, but if you're on defense right now, you've gotten a couple turnovers early, and you're saying, okay, we're going to need to keep this up. We got to stay aggressive for us to have a chance to win this game, but we believe we can do it.
Yeah, you've already done it, so of course you're going to believe it. Keep playing fast, keep playing physical, and then tell your offense, hey, we need a little help over here. Can you help us out and put some points on the board?
Might as well give it to him again. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4. Give to the single back. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative, and that's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
And the Gamecocks getting set on 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Nice run to pick up his way for good yardage there.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
Quarterback keep. All over him in the backfield. He'll lose 3 on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge 3rd down coming. Now here's Sellers. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
The Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. Left side, it's Durham. There he goes. All the way across the 50, into plus territory, and finally stopped at the 43. That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40. Makes the grab. Brings him down at the 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a 1st down for this offense. Death Valley has a well-earned rep of being intimidating. It is nice to be the quarterback, to have everything on your side.
And have everything quiet. It's the loudest place by far that I ever played. I mean, for an entire game.
Snags it, and there's running room. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
The Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Drops back. It's Levin. Bought a little time, lets it go. He's got the tight end. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
Here's Durham one more time. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
They'll try to get the first through the air. Touchdown, LSU! That one will give them the lead. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skilled players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Clark. At the 40, there he goes. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. The Gamecocks moving quickly to the line. They'll move the wide receiver. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Throwing Sellers. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Breaks into the open. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
QB never saw the defender. He's staring his receiver down, telegraphing his throw, and the DB jumped all over that.
They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Dropping back, it's Levin. Short pass. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the third quarter. Guys, LSU has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. So the final period starts with a second down play. Handoff, Caden Durham. Defense all over him.
Really nice job by this defense. First down was not successful. They get the second and short, and those are the downs where they can be really aggressive on offense and take advantage. So you kind of don't know how to play it, but they did a good job playing the run, protecting themselves against the pass, and now forcing a third down.
The Tigers are at the line looking to convert on third and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Out wide left, it's Green. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
And this offense knew coming into the game, when they get to the red zone, it's going to be tough sledding because it's hard to run, especially against this physical defense. They're one of the top 5 defenses stopping the run. And you know, at this area of the field, it's really tough to throw it. Let's see who the more physical side is.
Stepping to the right. He wants it all. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Ooh, you're living dangerously now. You've got the lead late in the game. Don't do anything to turn it over, and they almost did throwing it there. If I'm the head coach now, I'm thinking, man, let's just run the ball.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's third and goal. Looking downfield, it's Levitt. Rolls right. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And he got it! Big 3 points to stretch the lead.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? And the returner goes down. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot. And now let's see if they can pull this one out. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Turning it on! And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. And the Gamecocks want to move quickly.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Sellers. He'll take the deep shot. Wide open, he makes the catch. He's at the 10. To the house. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
Well, they came into this game knowing they were going to get one-on-one opportunities deep down the field. It was just a matter of finding that matchup, and they did find it here late. Great throw, great decision, beautiful catch. That ties the game late, and now this extra point, if it goes through, gives them the lead.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. So they just gave up the lead on that last touchdown drive. Now to put something together to go back on top late. Extending the play. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying around.
And the Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to throw, it's Levin. Going downfield for the big play. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. Leaves it in his belly. Tackled behind the line, and he'll lose one on the play.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
Here's Sellers to throw. Finds his back in the middle. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
On 1st and 10 from the 38. Fresh center downs going to the air. It's dropped after taking the hit.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Throwing, Sellers. Unloads to the wideout. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. Didn't get a chance to show off those return skills, but he gives his offense the ball at the 29.
You talk about having to have it. We needed to force the turnover. We had to get the football back. They're in such a good position to run out the clock, try to win. No, sir. Our ball, first down.
Looking downfield, it's Levin. Right side, it's Wilson. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
And finally, we see a nice gain. That's his best run of the game. And this offense works best when he is going. And then you can throw the passing game and the play action, and there's more balance. So maybe that's a sight of things to come. Maybe they can get this thing going and get back in this football game.
Just nosing into enemy territory at the 49. It's 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
Well, this situation in the game, trailing with not a lot of time left, I understand going to the sideline to try and save clock, but you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. Don't be afraid to use those. You can attack the middle of the field, use the timeouts to save the clock that way.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. From the gun, it's Durham. There he goes. Inside the 30. Past the 10. Touchdown, Tigers.
This is an offense that has so much confidence. They believe they're able to win the game when it matters the most. They've got the playmakers to do it. You saw it on that last touchdown. Now taking the lead with less than 2 minutes to go.
Setting up the screen. He gets it into the end zone for the 2 to push that lead out to 7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish that thing off in style with a 49-yard touchdown run. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Sellers. Got the back over the middle.
And I think the defense doing a really good job of understanding this is late in the game. It matters. Taking away the sidelines, taking away the middle of the field, making him kind of check the football down, go through his progressions, and make that clock tick.
The run inside. It's Clark. All over him immediately. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Sellers lined up in the gun on 3rd down. Good timing on the quick out. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a 1st down. The Gamecocks in the hurry up.
And this offense is going to have to do more of this, right? They're going to have to be aggressive, attack the sidelines. They're going to need some big plays, trailing late in this football game, but they've also got to be smart and be mindful of the clock.
He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Makes the grab on the right. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Gamecocks!
Man, great execution. That is how it's done late in the football game. Now, all you need is that extra point. Bring the kicker out there. This is what you do. Just like practice, knock it through the uprights, tie this football game, and we might be looking at overtime soon.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air, it's Levitt. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
Man, what a great play by the defender there. Big-time players make big plays in big games, and against an outstanding wide receiver one-on-one, he's able to knock the ball away and force an incompletion late in the game with everything on the line.
Now the offense has its shot to keep this game from going into overtime. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. This time on target.
Well, that's a big completion at this point of the game, right? It's late, it's tied, and you're just trying to get the football in field goal range. Give your kicker at least an opportunity to win this thing and avoid overtime.
It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Trying to slip through and pick it up. Such a big part to convert these 3rd downs, and they got it at the 42. Offense takes a timeout, 27 seconds left.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
LSU with the 1st and 10 here. Quarterback changing the play. Looking downfield. It's Levitt. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. Timeout is called by the offense. 16 seconds left in the game. The Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. Pulls it in. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
And the offense just going to spike it here. And here comes the field goal unit. This kicker has already made a couple today. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. With the ball marked down at the 33, that'll leave them with a 50-yard attempt to try to win this game. And this kicker is turning into old reliable. He's already knocked through a couple today. With the ball marked down at the 33, that'll leave them with a 50-yard attempt to try to win this game. He got it! A huge field goal, and they've taken the lead in the waning seconds.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
No more room to run. They make the tackle right there, and the clock is at 0, and that's how this one will end. It's really the most common type of upset we see every year. The home field advantage is so